Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back. Today I just wanted to talk to you about an ongoing problem, I would say, that I have came across it in the past multiple times. It never happened to me before. It did happen around people that I know. From what I could tell you, it's an ongoing issue that many girls do face on the daily here in Egypt and throughout the world, honestly. This is everywhere, whether it be a workplace or school, high school, college, whatever. It's everywhere. The issue that I wanted to talk about today is sextortion and blackmailing. When I say blackmailing, I'm not necessarily talking about the emotional blackmailing. I'll leave that for another episode. But today, what I'm specifically talking about, the blackmailing in general, is the whole idea of forcing someone to do something for you against your own will. Therefore, you become the victim and you have to act accordingly. It's coercion. You're forced to do what the blackmailer tells you to do in exchange for money. I mean, the most obvious example, the most common example is, if you don't do this, I'm going to leak these pictures, right? I'm gonna send this video to your high school. I'm gonna spread, all of this information about you. Like if it's at a workplace, it could be in emails. It could be dropped in emails. If it's at school, it could be all over, to everyone's class. It happened with two people that I know, and one of them was a guy, and the other person was a girl. I'll start with the girl. This usually happens with a couple or some random person online whom they are attracted to. They're obsessed with someone, right? They're in a relationship with them. They're obsessed with them. And the guy suddenly realizes that he's losing control with this girl. He's he can no longer control her. He is demanding some certain acts from her, illicit acts from her, which she does not compel and she doesn't want to do. So that's where the blackmailing happens. If you don't do what I say, I'm going to spread out these nudes. I'll send them to your mom. I'll send them to your dad. I'll send them to your friends or whatever. I'm going to expose you if you don't do what I say, right? This is the sextortion and blackmailing I'm talking about here. This has happened to a friend of mine that I've known, and it's really, it's really bad. It's really the amount of pressure and the panic that happens after this threat and blackmail is enormous. What I suggested to my friend when that happened was just stay calm, try to buy some time to calm down, and then you can think about this. You can take a decision after that. You can't just rush and give in to the demands of your, at the time, boyfriend, right? You have to just think about it. You need to stay calm. You don't panic and try to buy some time as much as you can. So what ended up happening was it didn't escalate to him eventually leaking the nudes and the pictures and videos and whatnot. Um, when she held her ground and she stood strong and she did not give in to his acts, he gave up. He went back to himself and then he was like, no, you know what? I'm sorry I did that. I'm just gonna delete all of the pictures that I have and the videos that I have of you, and I'm not gonna expose you. I'm not gonna do anything. Sorry I said that, right? I think he had a guilty conscience, or I don't know what happened at the time, but he didn't end up, going through entirely with the blackmail. But in most cases, some of the blackmailers, they will actually go through with it, right? They're gonna keep on demanding all of these acts from you, and they're gonna tell you, if you don't do this, I'm gonna expose you to your family. I want money. I want illicit acts. I want anything from you. So in these situations, you have to stay calm. Don't panic. Gather as much evidence as you can. I'm talking about chats. If you can record calls, then record the calls. Gather as much evidence as you can in that time while you're talking to your blackmailer. They're no longer Your friends, they're no longer your boyfriends or girlfriends. They are blackmailers at this point, and you have become a victim, my friend. You are a victim at this point. They're not humans, they're criminals at this point. That's what I'm trying to say. They're criminals right now. So you have to gather as much evidence and information as you can about them. And what you have to do is call the police and report them. There's an anti-cyber and information technology uh, crimes here, and there are laws for it here in Egypt. You can report them. There's a very famous case here about this guy. His name is Ahmed Zaki. That guy he sexually harassed multiple girls and guys, I think, and he is in jail now. He is serving his time because of um the sexual harassment cases that were filed against him and the blackmailing cases that were filed against him. So he's doing jail time now. So you have to come forward. If this blackmail goes on, you have to come forward and report this person to the police, because they've become a criminal at this point. They're no longer human. They're no longer the boyfriend or the girlfriend that you used to know. No, that's in the past. Right now, they are a criminal. Emotional blackmailing, however, is slightly different than the sextortion and the blackmailing. I'll cover emotional blackmailing in a different video, but today I just wanted to focus on sextortion and blackmailing. As I said, I've had two friends in my life so far that have been victims of blackmailing, one being a guy, one being a girl. But the guy, however, was exposed to emotional blackmailing, which I will cover in the next video that I do. So I just wanted to highlight that all of these blackmailers, they're disgusting pieces of nothing, which you should never ever be scared from. Don't worry about them. You need to stall time. Just keep on wasting time. Gather as much evidence as you can from them. And never, if they're asking for money, never ever tell them that you don't have money. Alright? Just keep stalling for time. Try to gather information. Try to gather where do they live. Is the number that they're calling you from, is that their number? Try to get as much information as you can, so it can eventually help you when you do file a police report on them. It's going to save the police some time to actually do their work and just catch them as soon as possible before them actually leaking the data that they have and the videos and the chats and the pictures and whatnot. Stay calm. Don't panic. Gather information. Gather the evidence and report it to the police. I'm not going to tell you to talk to their relatives or talk to a friend and tell them about this thing that's going on. You just have to follow these 3 steps, right? A blackmail is a blackmail. It's a serious offense. And at this point, they're criminals and they should be charged for it. They should pay for their crime, right? That's it. That's the experience that I wanted to share with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thank you for watching.